If you haven't seen Wizard of Oz at this point, you haven't been a child. Who hasn't seen Wizard of Oz? Like, I'd understand Star Wars. I'd understand stuff like I haven't seen Harry Potter. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. If you haven't seen Wizard of Oz, what do you mean? Wizard of Oz is a timeless classic, and this piece will be a timeless classic in your collection.
Hey nerds, today we have something absolutely amazing that we want to talk about. Direct the prototype from IKON Design Studios from the 1939 classic Wizard of Oz that we loved growing up as a kid, portrayed by Bert Lear as a cowardly lion. What do we have in that box? Please, let's just...
we have to... I can't do it. I'm really sorry. That's really bad.
Right now, I need to hear 5 words from you. I'll never do that again.
I did try. It's the Cowardly Lion.
Oh,
Bounce, baby.
Look at that. That is just incredible.
It almost glimmered like it was like, you know, like in Pulp Fiction, like you open it up and like, the glow. Yeah, it's like that. But of course, we have the Cowardly Lion Courage Medal. Do you want to get that out? I feel like if I touch it, I'll break it.
Oh my god. This is incredible, guys.
But they have one thing that you haven't got, a medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
You know, growing up, I always loved the Cowardly Lion, especially out of all the actors in the movie. Bert Lahr was like just Bert Lahr was such an amazing actor, and this is incredible. IKON Design Studios worked very closely with just all the dimensions and everything, just to be able to replicate this as best as possible. Now, this isn't something small. This is not one of those little Paisley key rings or something you can get. This is a proper 1-to-1 scale exact replica from the movie.
That's right.
The 1939 classic.
That's right. And the reason why it is so big and they couldn't just add a little badge to him, it's because the Cowardly Lion's fur just takes over his whole body. And if they put something that small on him, it would just fall into the fur. So that's why this guy is an excessively large... I'm just going to put this down. Because, you know, look, it's just a little bit easier. Excessively large badge. So you can see it on film. And in 1939, movies were not as clear as the HD... You know,
no, definitely not.
8K video that we're getting these days. So one cool thing that IKON Design Studio has done with this is that they've painstakingly gone through references from the movie and clearly made it the best that they could from those references. And it's not made from one metal. It's made from 2. So it's not as easy as just making one bit of metal. It's 2 and then followed by the blue overlay on the top.
Look, I just think it blows me away that... you know, in our generation now, that we can actually get these pieces from timeless classics like Wizard of Oz and own them in our collection at a price that isn't going to break the bank. But then you got to think about all the people who just painstakingly went behind the scenes to create this. Like, it would have been exciting, it would have been frustrating, but to finish it up and actually come out of the box and make it look so bang on from the movie, man, pat yourself on the back, because you guys have done a phenomenal job.
It is a huge thing. It is heavy. It's very weighted. And one thing it does come with that I absolutely love is the box.
Let's put him
I
back
do
in.
have one problem with it, but it's only one very minuscule problem.
What is the problem?
Look, everything I love. I love the suede, velvety texture to it. I love that it sits in perfectly and it's got its own thing. You could display it like this if you wanted to, and it wouldn't fall out. But the one problem I have with it, and the only one problem, is the logo. There's nothing wrong with it, I guess. The logo is perfect, but I would have just faced it that way. Because if the metal is facing that way when you open it, the logo should be facing that way too, I believe.
Okay.
That's my only problem. It doesn't make much sense to have it this way unless you're going to have the logo facing... the metal facing that way. That's my only problem. And I think because it's a prototype, it's an easy fix. So IKON, if you're watching, that's the only problem I have with it. Outside of that, this thing is a flawless...
It's incredible.
Magical piece of memorabilia from... everyone's childhood.
It's just such a great replica. Like, it's so cool. So, yeah. I'm taking this. I don't care. I don't care, man. Because you tried the voice. You didn't get the voice. Yeah, you want to do it?
Scissors, paper,
Okay,
shoot.
okay,
Right?
let's do it. Let's do it.
What do you want this?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Scissors, paper, shoot.
rock.
What?
Okay.
Scissors, paper, shoot, right? You do it each together. I'm trying to catch up with you. Together, ready? Scissors, paper, shoot.
rock.
Snippy, snippy.
Best out of
Snippy,
3. Best out of
snippy.
3.
All right, best out of 3. Scissors, paper, rock. You always get rock. It's easy to beat. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock.
Scissors, paper, rock. Oh! No! What?
Yes!
Okay, look. The thing is, we can actually have this in the amazing background, and then when I go home, I'll take it myself. But look, at the end of the day, fair is fair.
One day I'm just going to open up this and it's going to be completely gone.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
If you haven't seen Wizard of Oz at this point, you haven't been a child. Who hasn't seen Wizard of Oz? Like, I understand Star Wars. I understand stuff like I haven't seen Harry Potter. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. If you haven't seen Wizard of Oz, what do you mean? Wizard of Oz is a timeless classic, and this piece will be a timeless classic in your collection.
Look, I love this, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Draz.
And I'm Ryan.
Until next time, be excellent.
Big Howard. Ooh, I'll stop doing this voice soon. Ooh.
You didn't even let me just outro to everybody.
I'm sorry. Please, outro. Please. Everyone's waiting for it. We're all waiting. We're all here. Outro the video.
Anyway, guys.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever, oh, ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz has won because of the wonderful thing